Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a cloudy, drizzly, supposedly starting to snow kind of a day. Hi, and welcome, welcome. It is currently 1 degree Celsius, which means it's 34 degrees Fahrenheit. It's damp and it's cold, and I'm glad I'm in the house playing. How are you doing, Anne? Things going good for you? I'm going to be up close and personal again here. I know my desk's a mess. You know the way it goes in my life. I'm just going to clear some space out so I can get this little stool closer. You're okay? Just busy? Yeah, busy is. Wow, my camera's really not straight to my desk. Um, I was painting door frames this week, and so yeah, I know about dizzy, busy, all of the above. Okay, plastic down. I would like to make some painty papers today. It's not that I am lacking painty papers. I am lacking painty papers that are, I don't know. I just have the urge to make painty papers today. I'm just taking you guys with me. So I've got my little gel plate thingies here. It's a triangle, a circle, and a square. We're going to make just little gel prints, not full sheets, although I do have these Memorex label sticker sheets, like for CDs, and I love printing on these because then you've got all kinds of, hey Jen, all kinds of little bits that are already stickable, like stickers. There we go. Okay, I need to get into this thing. It's going to be a day. How are you, Jen? So we all know I don't clean my gel plates. I go for I like the artifacts, the leftover crunchy bits. Hope all is well in everybody's worlds. So I'm going to use the gel plates. But first, I think what I want to do is just we're going to use some book pages. This one actually I was using it, I was punching something, so it's got all kinds of little holes in it. Your sinuses again? Oh, I got stuff that's scribbled on. I got these little coupon-y things from books. So these will tear up into like little strips. I'm just going to throw some paint down and spread it, and I'll print on top of the straight color. You know how sometimes we do backgrounds. I need to do a set of blue. This is a neon blue. It doesn't really cover worth a darn. It's just going to give a hint of the color. So I'm just going to spread it out with a card. See, it really doesn't cover worth a darn. But that's okay. I just need color down so that I can, these guys are going to get paint on them. I think I'm going to, oh, there they go. They're lying down now. That works. That works just fine. Good thing I put plastic down on this little stool because I'm making a mess. And it's okay if it's on the plastic because then I can pick it up and use it on the other ones if perchance I don't have enough paint on it. I don't even remember what those blue scribbles were, or brown scribbles, but we will utilize them. Yeah, sinuses can be very bothersome. I think what I'm trying to say is I'm looking for little bits of fun. I just dropped that painted card all the way down my pants. You know, you shouldn't wear good clothes in the studio. Hey, Joni, welcome, welcome. I think what I'm trying to say is I'm looking for fun little bits of painted papers that I can use on things like the ATCs, because I find that I've got big pieces of painty paper, but they're not doodled on. They're not, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm going to be a real mucky mess by the time we're done today, guys. So I'm just going to take this one and I'm going to put it down and try to pick up some of this paint that I've got on here. How are you today, Joni? Oh, I can already see this is going to be a fun one because it's not all going to be one color. Let's add a couple of drops of teal and then some yellow. I'm also finding that I don't have painty papers in certain colors. I always seem to have lots of green, but I don't have like orange, yellows, pinks, purples. I've got little bits, but nothing really fun for doing my florals and stuff. So I think that I'm just trying to do some fun colors today. Rearrange furniture. Yeah, I noticed that you were doing that. I was painting door frames this week. We've been doing some revamping. You know what? I've got this metallic blue. Let's use that. First, we'll put yellow down. Yellow. I've got yellow. That you were using those sliders. I've never seen those, but oh, they would be handy. I think I put lots of yellow on here. It's okay. And because this is from CD labels, there's round ones and little thin strip ones for inside the side of the box for the labels so that you can see from the side what's on the CD kind of thing. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. We've been painting the door frames in the hallway because we painted all the baseboards, and we're trying to get things to semi-match, Jen. So I don't know if you remember, like my baseboards are in the living room are the same color as the walls, and then the hallway and stuff are lighter. So I wanted the baseboards and the door frames to match the dark paint. So that's what we were working on. Is I was doing all the door casings in the teal or whatever color that is. So I'm just picking up this paint that's on the plastic here, most of it, whatever I can, and putting it down on. I'm still going to be putting these little bits of paper onto the square and triangular gel plates. This is just background. Let's see if I can pick this other stuff up. Little bits of it. My hand is not bad. Going up and down off the this stool actually to do the tops of the door frames, my ankles are very, very sore. But yeah, it is what it is. It's an age thing, right? Okay. I want to use some of this metallic blue. Yeah, I've got like those roller things for my fridge, but I haven't seen those pads that you're using. If you look on Joni's, I don't know if you can see Joni's page, but she's got these little pads that she puts under the legs of the furniture, and it looks like it would just slide so nice. They're not wheels or anything, they're just sliding pads. I think it's a very cool idea. This one's going to be wild. This is a metallic blue. Just want to add bits of punch here and there. And chances are it's not going to really be seen either because I will be using the little gel plates as well. So some of it will be seen. All right. So I've got some backgrounds done. I'm not overly concerned about backgrounds either. Let's put these little gel plates up. And we're going to play with these. So let's do some red. Nice, Joni. Just little bits of red. And let's do some of the yellow. All right, and I've got my brayer over here, so we're just gonna spread the paint out on each of these shapes. Oh, there's not much yellow on that one, but that's okay. It's just fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this piece of latch hook canvas and put it down on each of the shapes just to make the marks. And now I'm going to use these shapes on here. Interesting. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to get under. Oh, I overlapped that. See? Normally I would pick these up and do them. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't. It's okay. We've got some really bright orange over there. And like I say, because this is going to be so that I can pull the pieces apart, it's just fine. Just fine. Let's use some more colors. Let's use some silver. See, I can get my vacuum under my dressers, but like my cedar chest, hope chest thing, I can't get behind those. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to run the silver onto this piece. This is just going to be a muck piece that I'm just adding stuff to. So I've got silver on there now. Let's just take one of these. And whatever we get for pattern, we get for pattern. What we don't, we don't. All's good. Not overly concerned. Oh, see, I'm picking up some of the orange and stuff from prior. So as I say, I am just making some collage fodder sheets right now. So definitely going to be interesting. I'm looking for things that I can use for my flowers. And it seems that I don't have lots of like the yellows, primarily. Yellows and orange I seem to be missing. Pink, definitely I don't have much pink. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this yellow and I'm going to do these all in yellow. Lost one. Put them back, Kim. Just put some yellow down. You can see that I've got a bit of a buildup of paint on these, which is fine. I may actually have to clean these plates. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what's happening. And then I'm going to take this one and roll this. Then we're going to take this whole thing and we're going to put this over this. And I'm going to take this piece again and I am going to flip this over with the holes. Maybe, maybe. Come on, stick. Stay together there. Trying to get just the yellow dots. A few. Same thing on this one. Okay, so we'll put that down first. And then this on top. Oh, you know what? I'm starting to really like that. What else? Where else should I pick up? Let's do square dots over the circle. Beauteous. I like it. Now we've got these cool dots. Let's put those down on. Which one? I guess maybe I'll just take another page. Just taking another page and I'm going to put these down. I found a really cool thing on collage butterflies. I think I would like to try that. Okay. These are not coming clean. So obviously they're very dry. That's okay. I'm going to take some black and put them on and see if I can do it that way. Anyway, I saw this wonderful thing on collage butterflies that I would like to try. So that's also part of my method to my madness right now, that I want to do these collage butterflies. And because it calls for multiple layers, like for on the wings and things, and you cut. It's almost like the way we did the paisley. So that there's, 3 or 4 different layers on each wing. And okay, I'm doing this because I really want to see if I can lift that stuff that's underneath it. Because you can barely see the dots. Yeah. I saw some really cool collage cats too. But it seems like I do a lot of cats. Lots of cats, lots of florals. I don't normally do butterflies. All right. So that's interesting. You can see the silver. You can see some of the yellow. Still not quite clean. I'm going to have to dig out some, I know what they're called. Baby wipes. I saw my pack of baby wipes recently. I have no idea where they are. Maybe what I'll just do is get a damp cloth and wipe these clean. That one's not too bad. That one's not too bad at all. Well, I'm just going to continue playing today with what I've got. And I will clean these after. Just because I don't want to waste your time. I'm going and having to clean stuff that I probably should have had cleaned before we started. But I really admit I love the artifacts. See, again, you can see the yellow, you can see the silver. It's interesting. Definitely interesting. Let's put these to the side to dry. I do have space beside me to dry things. This one, I still would like to add some more something to it, but I don't want anything too heavy. So what about, I know I'm making a big mess. I'm going to pull this thing. I'm going to put this piece of lace on it because I just want to see what happens. We're going to put some black paint on this lace. We're going to brayer it. No, maybe I should have soaked it in paint water first. Maybe. Maybe it's not going to give me the effect that I was looking for, but we will find out. Remove this. I'm going to take this piece of, quick, before the paint dries, Kim. This. Hey, Pam, welcome. Nice to see you. I am playing. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing. I'm just playing today. I don't think that's going to work the way I'd anticipated. Nope. It's okay. You know what? We're just going to make black smudgy marks all over this paper. And we're going to do stuff on top of it. I think with the lace, I need to soak it in painty water and then lay it down. Would that be too wet, do you think? Okay, so we've got black, kind of lacy marks. I don't know how well you can see it, but you can see some of the pattern, right? Not lots of the pattern. I wonder. Well, we're going to leave that like that. And then we're going to take these, again, go back to the little gel plates. We're going to leave this for now. And we're going to use lighter colors like a yellow. I've got a flush. What else have I got here? I've got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's going to go over that black, but I'm hoping it's going to be that little bit translucent. I'm going to try and not put overly heavy paint on. I'm going to build up the paint on the side of this triangle. It doesn't kind of roll as nice as I had anticipated. It's okay. And you guys know that I'm going to use these painty papers no matter what. I was just hoping to have something a little bit different for my collages. Kind of feel like I do the same things over and over again. Ooh. Can't really see the black behind. It's a really interesting greenish. Okay, I'm making more of a mess than anything. Maybe I should just, I don't know what. I'm having fun. Yeah, it's not pristine and beautiful the way other people gel print. I'm okay with that. Because I mean, okay, I could use this green one. I could turn that into a Christmas tree. The circle didn't work out too much. This I could cut into leaves. I'm not overly concerned because we all know I'm going to end up using it no matter what. It's okay. But we are going to add, I want more texture. I'm finding that's the big thing is I've been looking for texture in a lot of my painty papers and I don't have it. I don't have the texture that I really, really want. But I think a lot of that would come with, oh, see, I don't know what's with the triangle. I keep getting such buildup around the edges. Triangles I find are difficult. Or maybe it's just me. I had something. I've got this elastic wrapped thing. Okay, now let's see if I can put this square on top of that square. We're going to do this. Okay, Joni, thanks for coming. I'm glad you popped in. A little bit of texture. Not what I'm looking for. Again, a little bit of texture. It's got a little bit of depth too because you can see the dark green underneath. Like, they'd be interesting pieces. Just not exactly what I had planned on. Which is okay because that's art, right? Because a lot of times you plan on something and it doesn't always go the way you envision it unless you're really, really patient. Oh, see, I didn't even use the texture on that thing. I will use texture this time around while I've got this paint on here, I will just see if I can add some of those lines to that. We're just playing, guys. We're just playing. So now, maybe what I want is something really, really light, almost like a stencil, right? Kind of like a stencil to put on top. Do this and put paint and use it like a stencil. What do I want to use? Let's use that metallic blue. We'll do metallic blue dots on the circle. And it could almost then look like a planet, right? Now we're going to take this, and again, we're going to put it on top of the triangle. Now I've got metallic, you know why it almost looked like words? I don't know. Or scales, maybe? Metallic scales? I don't know. But we're going to do that with these ones as well. My circle and square are overlapping. Oh, look, I just put my wet stencil down on my remote for my sound. It's okay. You know what? I want to put that down like that. Put this on the circle. Negatives, positives. We're just making fun mess. Let's put a piece of paper on that. Or did I do that backwards? Oh, I like that. Again, like I say, I'm just looking for things that I can take little bits off of and put them on ATCs. Because sometimes, when you're doing an ATC, you just want a little piece of paper. Yeah, I normally have a lot of scraps, which is fine. But sometimes you don't want to cut like a whole big piece of paper just for a piece this big, right? Let's use something other than blue, that metallic blue this time. Just running the brayer off, and it's leaving the dots. It's kind of interesting. This is going to be a very muddy piece. I'll probably end up putting a stencil or a stamp or something on top of it. Let's instead use, let's go back to the turquoise and put turquoise dots on the square. Pull the color from behind. It moved. Stencil's a little bit wet because this one is just out of cardstock. So, of course, it will move. Deeper. I really like the way it leaves those the negative spaces on there. Hey Sherry, welcome. I'm just playing painty papers today. Just doing some collage fodder. Okay, so that didn't leave dots behind. It dried too fast. really do like that though. Now I'm wondering if I should, totally off track here, we're just going to take a left turn because we know I like to do that. I'm going to put this down on here, not really caring about whatever. I'm going to put a bit of blue. This is that neon blue that doesn't really do much of anything. And I'm just trying to get the stencil covered. Then I'm going to move this. Wow. And I'm going to take the stencil and I'm going to put it on like that. Piece of paper. I'm going to do the rest of this page with this stencil with different colors. And as I say, because these are stickers, like from a Memorex CD thing, if you look and you pull this sticker, see? It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. So again, I'm going to take this on top of this, and this time I'm going to use orange red. And I'm going for getting the stencil itself is going to be used as a stamp. No, don't put it on there. You want to put it here. Look, I'm making a big confusing mess, guys. I do know what I'm doing. I just have to think about it. This is coming out fun. Can you see that behind something? I certainly can see that behind something. Okay, I've got to let this dry now because it's starting to get a little bit really flimsy from the paint because it is just cardstock. Yeah, the book page is looking really nice. Oh, look, I got polka dots. I like this. Yeah, you know what? Look, that's almost like a heart shape. All right. So when that's dry, I'm going to add some more to it. I'm going to put it to the side in hopes that it will dry soon. These are dry now, and I have to admit, yeah, they're dark, but I really like the texture. Still got a big blob of black on that one, but that's okay. I'll deal with that after. But I love the way that we got the texture happening in the dark color like that. So I'm happy with those. And I have to admit, I'm happy with these. We'll do some more little somethings on this. What about if we just take this piece of this is latch hook canvas. And what about if we take a stencil brush, use a stencil brush. It's a good thing I've got plastic here. And I think I'd like to use don't know what I want to use. Color suggestion? Color suggestion, color suggestion. I've got a really nice blue. This blue. But that's right, I can't open it. I forgot to ask Ron to open that for me. Oh, here we go. Starting to go. There we go. It's a lovely blue. But I got a big mess here. Wow. That is a ucky mess. So you know what? I'm just going to take paint from there. And I think I'm just going to go like this. Almost like a masterboard, guys. I'm treating this almost like a masterboard. And that's because this is the CD sticker paper label page. So it's going to come apart in all kinds of strange little shapes. Okay, a couple of those real little thick. That's okay. I just want some interesting bits for collage. Maybe down here where the printing is. You can see that my brush was still pretty wet there. This is a turquoise blue. It's a Liquitex Basic. This is going to be a very interesting piece of paper. Again, my brush was a bit wet in spots. It's okay. This is all going to get used. You know I don't throw away scraps. All right. Okay, I would like to clean this up. I have a rag here. That paint dries like a rock. It's not coming off. It's just making a big mess. What can I use? Oh, look at me. Look at me. What a mess. This can go over there. I'm making a big mess today. I'm sorry for those of you it bothers. Wasn't my intention. There we go. Look how thick that was. No wonder I couldn't open it. No wonder. Trying to clean up some of this stuff in the cap. Now I've got it all the way up my arm. Oh well. I'm washable, right? Not a problem. We're going to use this blue. And I'm sorry, because I've got so much paint on this rag, I can't even clean my hands nice. I'm just making more of a mess than anything. Oi. So, let's take our little gel plates again. You can see I've got all kinds of dots and fun things on them. I didn't bring a glass of water to put this in. I have to go up that water. I'm going to just rinse my hands really quick. Sorry, guys. Okay, it's better. It's not perfect. Perfect would be much longer to rinse. But you know what? This is the color blue I was painting my door frames upstairs. It's the same color as my living room. And all my baseboards and my window frames. I like this color, obviously. Let's take roses. It is a lovely blue house. Okay, so we've got paint on there. Let's put it on. Well, see, I'm running out of space and paper. Let's see if I can put that onto there. A little bit. You can see them a little bit. Very pale. All's good. All right. Now I've got this lovely roses. We're going to let that dry just a little bit. And I'm going to put another color on that. Might as well use the paint that's on the brayer. It'll be nice and thin. And we will use bubble wrap on this one. Just fits. Just fits. See, I should have a page for stamping stuff on. I'll put that there so I can stamp on it. And this one we're going to use what? What are we going to use? Gears? I've got gears. Let's see what happens if I use these gears. Oh, you got it already? That is so fantastic, Sherry. I'm glad you got it. I didn't get them out until recently because, well, I mean, I sent them out this week, actually. So for you to have it already, that's fabulous. I took it to my local post office, and the one for you and for Jan, they had no problem sending it. The stuff that I was sending to the States, she said, no, you got to send it parcel price, and it was going to be over $10 a package. So I said, no. She didn't measure it or anything. She just automatically told me that it would be over $10. So I ended up taking it to the next town over, and they sent it out envelope price. So hopefully, Anne, you're going to get it. Okay, so I put the roses on top of that black. I probably shouldn't have. Not as big a fan as I thought I would be. I'm not going to do that with those ones. I'm going to put something on top of that bullet. And I'll put it on that one since I ruined it anyway. We'll use this light turquoise on them. This is turquoise. And this is turquoise blue. Look at the difference. Look at the difference between them. Crazy. Crazy. So if somebody says, oh, just use turquoise, just use some sort of blue-green and you know what? I don't think my post office lady here in town likes me because every time I take something to be mailed, She says, it's not a card. They're going to send it back. Right? I get that. No, don't send it. And I haven't had anything come back yet, like my ATCs or anything. So I was a little PO'd that she wouldn't even try it. Oh, I'm just making more of a mess out of this one. That she wouldn't even try it, like to see if it would fit through the slot and stuff. Well, the lady in the next town fit it through the slot and just charged me regular envelope price. And the thing is that I had mailed Malia some puppet bodies, and the puppet bodies are a lot thicker than those wooden butterflies. And it got sent as just regular envelope mail. So, Anne, it's going to be a couple of weeks anyway. Hopefully you'll get it before Christmas. That's an interesting with the polka. I've got yellow, I've got silver, I've got so much artifacts on that. I love it. This circular one, can't really see the stencil that I used on it. On that one, what did I use? Can't even remember. Oh, guys, I don't know if I should even be here today. This is crazy. Yeah. And I mean, the lady in the next town put it through the slot, said, it's fine, and it's wood. Right? She didn't say anything about things being returned and the hassle with the U.S. post office. Nothing. So I've got my fingers crossed that she's right. Well, the gears didn't come, but the polka dots did. That could almost be a planet, the way this stuff is on it. Okay. Now, really, I wanted to try doing some pinks, more flowery kind of stuff. Let's do pink and red and yellow. It'll be orange. And add some white. And I know this is an awful lot of paint for this one. I am going to take it and put it on the others as well. Whatever happens, it's going to be like a salmon-y color with blue. Maybe I should see if I can get some of this off. Yeah, good idea. Okay. So those are kind of interesting. Another. Okay, I want to bury this off. Oh, look at how pretty that is. I don't want to muck that up. I could use that just the way it is. Isn't it funny how you like your brayer offs more than you like other things? Let's make marks. Got this glue brush. This one's already starting to dry. I am going to use something else to pull it. Maybe a white. I'm looking to do some very delicate kind of flowery kind of things. And I would like to have them for trying out those butterflies. we're going to let these dry just for a second. Yeah, I was, because when that one lady told me it was going to be over $10 each, I was sending 3 of them out. I couldn't do that. It's Christmas time. So I can just keep my fingers crossed. That's all. Okay, this one looks more dry than that one. This one's still pretty wet because that's the original one. This one's not too bad. Okay, let's use, I've got so much paper here. You know what? I have a whole package, it feels like, of white, just plain white tissue paper. It's been cut up. I'm going to use this to pull these ones. That looks really interesting on the screen. Does the busyness of this table detract? Should I have put like a plain paper underneath? Asking for a friend. It's confusing for you? Okay. I'll put a hunk of this white tissue paper underneath. That should dim it down some. Well, it didn't give that texture, really, but that sure is an interesting piece. Okay, I'm just going to finish these 2, Jan, and then I will do that. Yeah, I like the way that one came out too. That one as well. And this, if you didn't touch things like your wet brayer, you wouldn't get all mucked up, Kim. That took the other layer off. That's okay. Just means the paint was still really wet. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff still on the plates, right? See, now this one, I love this one. You can actually see the little marks from that glue brush that I used. You know what? Let's see. Oh, is that better or worse? It's better without that overhead light? Okay, then we will do it without the overhead light. Okay, I'm going to put down a piece of white tissue paper. Let's only put 1 layer down though, so that we can play with the other one. Oh, look, I've got 3 layers here. There's one. I hope that works for you, Jan. Is that better, Jan? Okay, so these are the 3 that I just did. You know what? I'm going to see if putting this other light on is going to help as well. I like it better like this. Much better. So what I'm thinking is this one I would like to cut in quarters and just use like a quarter of each. I really like that. I wonder if I could scan these into the computer even. Is it better like this or not? I know that there's some shadow. It's good now. Yeah, I've got fluorescence. Blah, blah. Fluorescence as well. These are fluorescence too. But anyway. Okay, so I really like the pinks, and we're going to do that again. We're going to use this red, which is more of an orangey red. I really like the way those turned out. No, we're only doing it on one, and then we're putting it on all 3, Kim. How soon I forget, eh? And some yellow. And white. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. I bet you this painted thing here is going to be irritating us too now. White. Orange. Still got blue on this. Yellow. And let's just wear this off. Still got blue. It's okay. That's going to make lovely flowers. I'm looking forward to the flowers. That's my thing right now. Well, it's always my thing, but you know. I don't know that I'm going to texture it. Thinking. Can you hear me? Can you smell the smoke? All of the above. Let's use this. Then, of course, you know, you put your hand in it. Okay, so we've got grid patterns. We've got to let them dry. Because then we're going to pull them with white. These are just so delicate. I'm hoping that they're going to scan into the computer good. Yeah, kind of squeaky, you know. Hamster's running, but nobody's home. Something like that. Okay. I have a wooden fan that I'm trying not to make anybody seasick. It's one of these wooden hand fans. Try it this way. Drying things quick in my house doesn't, you know. You can see I smudged that by touching it. Anybody got exciting plans for the weekend? Christmas parties, neighbors coming for coffee. Jan's going out to a fancy dinner tonight because it was her birthday at the beginning of the week. Hey, thanks for popping in. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Huwei? Nice to see you. Glad you popped in. I'm just playing with little gel plate things I'm just trying to build up some collage fodder for doing some florals. And I'm making a big mess. Hope all is well with you. Oop. I am just pressing these onto tissue paper. Because I like using tissue paper for my florals. And I'm trying to well, it's not as pinky as the other one. It's more of the salmon-ish tones, peach. But that's the fun about gel printing. You think you know what you're going to get, but you don't really get it. Not necessarily what you're going to get. Oh, these are lovely, guys. Don't know how well you can see them. Pantone color of the year. Well, I don't care what color of the year it is. My color is blue no matter what color it is. Oh no. That one ripped. I think I got paper stuck on there. That would have been lovely if I wouldn't have dawdled. It's okay, you know what? Because it's going to dry and I'm still going to be able to use the bits. We know I'm going to be able to use the bits. But I'm liking the way these colors are coming out. I'll do that one more time, at least. If I'm boring you guys, please let me know. I'm trying to decide if there's paper on here. There isn't. Okay, there's no paper on there. So, still got lots of artifacts. Red. Oh, nope. What if we use a paler yellow this time around? Do I have a paler yellow? Thought I had a paler yellow. What about if we use unbleached titanium white? See what that does. And then we'll pull it with white. See what happens. What else did I use? Yellow. That's right, I was looking for a pale yellow and I came up with that. Oh, nice. Is it like a foil wrapper? Never thought of quilling, candy wrappers. Okay, let's take a new piece of paper and spray her off. That's lovely. Can tell I'm going to be doing some florals soon. Or wouldn't that be nice on the wings of the butterfly? Oh, is it like a chocolate kind of wrapper stuff? We get lovely foil wrappers on. They're called icy squares. It's a square chocolate. Just plain chocolate, but oh, it's so lovely. That could be really interesting. So what are you quilling them into? Are they going to be like flowers or fish? Wouldn't that make lovely fish? Quilled fish? I'm really liking these colors together. Okay, so we're going to do these. And since we're supposed to be doing collage fodder, let's see if we could start cutting some of these up into some of that fun stuff. Dark chocolate. Mmm. Even better. You know what? I don't even think I'm going to put a texture down on these. Yeah, I am. What I want. My bubble wrap has disappeared. Go figure. What about? Oh, you know, sometimes I scare myself. Let's see. Let's see. Nope. Don't like any of that. I got a piece of onion bag. See what that does. Look at these lovely spots. Oh, letters? Oh, okay. No problem. Father Christmas hat. Nice. Do you post your work anywhere on Facebook? I'm just pulling them the way they are. Oh, that's going to be a lovely pull. We'll get another pull out of that one for sure. I'll put a backing color on and then pull it again. I'm just trying to use as much space as possible. I'm not on screen. Sorry, guys. I'm not a very neat crafter. Oh, okay. Have a snowman? I guess you don't get snow where you are, or do you? So we're going to pull these with white in there. Okay. I will look for it. I will look for it. Let's see. I don't know what I've got on here, but I'm going to try wearing it off. Well, it's just like a pale pinky yellow. It'll still make lovely flowers. And I'm picking up greeblies from the brayer. It's okay. I'm going to pull this one back over. Spell check took over. What did you spell check? Oh, you retracted your message? Ah, see? Wet is okay. So it tore down the side. Look how nice that tore. You can't really see the, I have to hold it up so that you can see the texture. So I have a question. Anybody here sew? I haven't sewn for a very long time. So I have lots of fabric. You know that. But I've got these. I have to grab one because I have to show you what I've got. I have these rolls. And they're samples. And they're samples of square pieces of fabric, like for napkins or whatever. Do you think this would be good for, because my sewing machines are broken. Should I try gel printing on it? Yeah, I have 2 machines, 3 machines, they're all down. So I'm going to show these last 3 up close. Lovely colors. You can make lovely flowers. I'm excited about that. Okay. So this plastic's really grody. I'm going to move that. And I'm going to put this piece of parchment paper down. And we're going to try doing a square on this square, because might as well, right? Might as well. So we're going to start, since that's purple, I have a dark purple here. Yeah, I don't know what it's got on it. I've got rolls of this stuff. My girlfriend got it for me from a secondhand store. Yeah, I don't use dryer sheets. So we're going to put down some purple. They're great for hand stitching. I probably should have put a stencil down before I did this, but it's okay. Yeah, I was thinking about hand stitching. I saw a really incredible, crazy hand stitched. Can't even remember exactly what it was, but I looked at it and I went, oh, I'd love to do something like that. It was all circles and they didn't overlap. They were beside each other. And each circle was done with a different radiant stitch. Some were satin stitch, some were like blanket stitch and just left loose. Some were lazy daisies. But between them, there was like French knots and beading. Oh, it was stunning. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so I buried that out, buried that off. Let's put down this. Kind of like a corally reef kind of a thing. Let's put some red. I don't know if I should do it on this side where the white is. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Nothing to lose. These were free. Not sure that that's doing anything in that. Let's put some yellow on as well. See if we can get kind of like a corally reef effect. And maybe the dark red. Hey, Belinda, welcome, welcome. We are just playing today. Yes. Speaking of quilts, when I was in the back 40 cleaning today, I wasn't cleaning, I was actually looking for a piece of lace, which is pretty much the same thing as cleaning in my house. Trying to find something. I came across an old I Spy quilt that I had been doing for my granddaughter. Way back. And I've got all these squares. They're pretty much finished, but I did them. They're not squares. They're 8.5 by 11. I think I've seen some of her stuff, but I check out a lot of like Tiggly's Textiles. Now I'm going to put some more purple on that. But I've got, like I said, I was going to do this quilt for her when she was wee little. She's in her 20s now. Okay. She's not fitness now. But it was an I Spy quilt. But it was done in crazy quilt fashion. So I have, that stack is probably 4 inches thick, 3 inches thick. Probably enough to have done a whole quilt, which I didn't do. So I don't know if I should use it for journal covers, in which case I can only make journal covers. You know what? I think I cut these down to 8 by 8s. They're not rectangles, they're squares. What the heck? Okay, I cut them all down. But anyway, I don't know what I should do with them. Thoughts appreciated, my friends. Thoughts appreciated. Where'd that little piece of fabric go, Kim? What'd you do with it? There it is. Oh. Yeah, they would. They will. Not sure. Thinking maybe I should just do a whole series of I Spy journals. Maybe that should be my thing. Because then I could put anything in them. We're trying a little square fabric, Belinda. Hope you're doing okay today. Because I have rolls of fabric that are marked out in squares for napkins and things, I'm thinking. Not that these are napkin size. So anyway, I've got all those squares done, but they're not embellished with beads or anything. Oh, that's kind of cute. So I'm thinking that if I took this, I could use it, just iron it down and then glue it in. I could use it as a fabric flip. Yeah, I think this is a 3-inch square if I'm right. Wow, I have made a big mess here, guys. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that that's a 3-inch square. Not that I can. Oh, there's a ruler. Whew. Look, I'm measuring. Yeah, 3-inch square. Could be a pocket. Could be a flip. I could do some stitching and some collaging on it. You know, this would be a great way to use up these little 4-inch squares is if I paint on them like this and then just use them as the background. An I Spy journal so that every page has something you kind of got to find. I don't know if you've seen those I Spy books, but it's pages full of pictures of things. So you would have to say, find 8 marbles, find 7 stars, that kind of thing. So this quilt, because all the squares were different, they've got different things on. So when we're sitting and reading or curled up, whatever, we could play I Spy something blue. It could be the butterfly, it could be, the monkey, it could be whatever. So I don't know. But I think this is going to be a great way to use these up. Unless anybody's got a different idea. But see the way they are? They're on a roll and they're perforated. Yeah. Let's do a couple more. Because we can. They're sticky across the top, almost like they had been taped down or something. So I know I've got big orange ones, big yellow ones. I got a full roll as well as that one there of the purple. I've got small orange ones, but they're all in squares. Yeah. That's why it's a sample. Like they just tear off. So I've got orange, yellow, purple, black, and I think that's like a gray, but the gray's huge. It's more like a rectangle. I would have to measure that. Oh, and I've also got a green, a lime green. Yeah, we used to play I Spy when we were traveling a lot, Jan. And it's just something I did with the grands an awful lot as well. I really liked playing I Spy with them. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple more of these. And like I say, I can use them as flips. I could use them as, I don't know what. I don't know what. I'm sure you guys can come up with some ideas for me. I don't know. Don't know. I started with purple. You need more wrappers? I can't help you with that. Because seriously, the little chocolate wrappers I would have would be maybe 2.5, maybe. And let's put some white on that. Yeah. You can actually buy I Spy books as well, Jen. I kind of like that effect just the way it is. Let's do it. Let's just do it, you know? Just trying to fit it inside the square nicely. Yeah, clusters. You volunteered to eat more chocolates? No, I don't even like chocolate really. It's weird. See, I wish you guys were closer. I could send you some of these things. Here. Show me ideas as to what I should do with this. Okay, so I've got a purple square. It didn't go kind of the way I wanted it to, but it's okay because we're going to put something else on top of that now. Oh, yeah. I should use that gray one because it's so big. What a great idea. I've done yo-yos out of fabric. The thing with yo-yos, though, I find that they've got an awful lot of bulk, right? I don't like them inside a journal. They're good on outside of a journal. I'm not a fan of yo-yo quilts, but I like the idea of yo-yos like on a purse kind of thing. The other thing I really like are rag flowers, right? The shabby chic raggy flowers. You know what I'm talking about? You can use this stencil again. Oh, and for hidden paper clips. Look at you. Thank you. Why wouldn't I think of hidden paper clips? We just made some. I guess I could make fabric beads out of them too. but I don't even know if they're like 100% cotton or anything. Like, the only label is, it just says sample, and they're just covered in this cellophane. Yeah, I can burn test. It's not really all that important to me, though. Just wondered if anybody had ideas about them. I mean, I could even tie dye them, right? I could just do them up and do some tie dyed bits. Oh, I almost like it better done in the 2 stages. A little bit of purple on the back, and then do the stencil on top. So obviously I have not been working on that journal I want to finish by New Year's so that I can do a flip through of it. I will get to it. Honest, I will. So we just did a purple square to start. I'm really liking those ones we did on the tissue paper. I'm going to see if I can do some just on book page, the same kind of colors. A little bit of orange yellow, or this reddish stuff. I could use these as flips in that journal. I might just do that. Now, I'm going to take this. These ones are dry. Move them over there. Take this piece of paper and this stencil. I'm going to put it down on the paper. And do this. So I'm not really explaining much to you guys as I go along. I was hoping that I would get some of this onto here. There's a little bit, but really not too much. And so I'm going to take this and put it on top of there. Okay, so it's got a little bit. They're all similar but different. I like it. That's what happens when you gel print. Okay, so Let's turn some of this stuff into collage fodder now. Oh, now you can see my messy desk. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm going to put these on these things. And then missing one, missing the circle. What would I? There it is. Oh, look at the lovely stuff still on there. I'll probably do some gel printing later. We'll clean these up. Those to the side. Oh, wow. I pulled up so much stuff because we're playing show and tell. I'm just getting my chair back because I stacked everything on my chair. Figured, oh, you're standing. You don't need your chair. I'm going to put that back on. Wow, this desk is a mess. Not going to worry about that. Okay, we're going to make some collage fodder now. I really, really like the way these turned out. I'm going to try and scan them into the computer to see what happens, so I'm not going to bother playing with those just yet. The Yes Man fell down because I ran out of room. They're here. So we've got this one. And like I say, because it is a CD, like you can see on the back, there's a circle for the CD and for the hole, and then there's some labels that go down the sides of the, wonder if I could show you better on a clean one. Wow, I've got a mess. So you've got the little labels that go on the sides of the CD case, big rectangles for on the CD case, and then the circles. And then you've got all this other space that I can just cut shapes out of. I wonder if they were samples for trade shows too. Yeah, I just didn't want them totally covered in paint yet. Operative word. So as I say, I kind of know where these are, but I don't. What I like doing is where the circles, I cut them into quarters so you get like just little arcs of things. What I'd like to do with this is I just want to add some black marks randomly. Things like this. Not really concerned. You know, just some additional marks. Just like that. Not one more over here. Let's do some over here. Let's do up and down ones. Because we could. I'll do the bar sipping cider. I would have. They're just like saying yes to everything. I need somebody that agrees with me. That's what those guys are. Now, what about if I took wondering. White gel pen to do circles, or maybe paint Or maybe just leave them as they are. I really like these yellow dots, though. You know what? I'm going to use white. I'm going to find something to put some white paint on. A little bit of white paint. And I want a big liner brush. Nice, long liner brush. Something like this. Or this one. Oh, of course, I don't have water, which is okay. We're going to get paint on this liner brush. Oh, have I got a mess. And I know you guys are all going, oh, what are you doing? I'm having fun. Of course. No water. No water. Gotta get some water. Okay. So, let's say we're going to make an ATC for one of Joni's swaps. I have a December swap coming up. Joni posted our partners this morning. So I'm just going to take an ATC, just grab one randomly. I've got all kinds of blank ATC pieces. Now I want, how about if I just take the corner from this and put the corner on the corner? I've got scissors. I'm sorry, my desk is such a mess, guys. I'm going to put one corner down. And another corner down. Now the trick is to get the sticky stuff off. And I bet you if I had glasses on so that I could see what I was doing, it'd be much easier. Doodle samples, oh yeah. So there's one corner. Oi. I have no fingernails. I'm really covered in paint. Another corner. So even though they're from the same page, totally different sets of colors. This has some of the black on it. It's got some metallic blue on it. I kind of went over the side there, so I'm just going to trim that down so it fits. I don't have an embroidery machine. I do embroidery doodles by hand. I do Sharpies. I do paint, and I do ink. Remember I asked you guys that I need help using stuff that I've cut out of magazines because I don't normally use things unless it's my own. So I'm just trying to find something that we could use. Let's do this one. Let's just do that one. I have textures because I love, like if I do Goonie birds, I like using the textures for my Goonie birds. So I've cut out a lot of different textures. So I think, I don't know. Aside from Goonie birds, I really don't use any of my stuff that I've cut out of magazines. So how about if I just take a strip, maybe 2 strips of grass. I don't find this background very enlightening. And I'm going to cut them different woods. Can't do 2, have to do 3. What about something like that? Can you guys see that? And then I would need a focal point. Bias binding. Really interesting. That would be really cool. So what do you think? If I put those bush pieces down, I have glue. I do have glue. Haven't used glue in a few days, so I don't know. That glue stick is dead. It's just got the stuff on the inside. There we go. There we go. Glue. Whole 40-pound bolt of fabric. Wow. That is a lovely find. I had a friend that could find wonderful stuff like that too. She was a seamstress, and that's how she made her money, was by doing repairs and sewing stuff. And she did some beautiful, beautiful things, but she would find bolts like that. I've never been that much of a seamstress, I'll be honest. My sister sews clothes incredibly. She's always sewn her own clothes. I think I had such a hard time sewing clothes because I had to follow a pattern. There's something about the rules of sewing that, because I detest, like, I don't mind doing quilts, crazy quilts. I've done the rag quilts. Okay, so that adds some interest. Now I think it needs like a big flower or something. What do you think? Big flower out of one of these lovely pieces that we just did? Look, the colors match. Thought I didn't have much of that kind of stuff. No. What blue? Got that blue up there. Where's some of that turquoise? Oh, have I got a mess? Hmm. Yeah, she started making her clothes at about grade 9 or age 9, 11 as well. Charity quilts, fast binding? Oh, I bet. Way back when the internet was reasonably new, I used to do quilts and like quilt tops. They just wanted the tops and then they would bind them and do them wherever I sent them to. I like this yellow. I'm going to use this yellowy stuff and I'm going to make a nice big flower. Okay, we're going to do a big wobbly flower. So we've got the wobbly flower. Let's give it a center. Black marker. Got glue all over my paper here. I'm sticking to it. So that black wasn't as dark as I wanted it to be. Large ATC cluster? Maybe. I'm doing a flower. Let's use a pencil crayon and do a nice pinkish around the center. Because it's got some pink in it, we're just trying to pull a bit of it in. And then let's take a nice yellow and get some yellow around the edge. You know. Yellow and pink. Still think the pink center needs to be a little bit darker. Let's see if I can get a little bit darker with a different one. Not too bad. I am so covered in paint, guys. I am so sorry. I was having fun. I hope you guys had fun playing too. Looking for, it's right here. So we're going to do the little stameny kite things. And let's put a couple of little heads on them this time. Now we're going to take the scissors and where the petals are, we're going to do a deeper V. Just for a little bit more separation. You know the way we do these flowers. Okay. You're not going to see it on my mucky hands. Let's take a white piece of paper. Take a white piece of paper. So since those black lines are really heavy, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I cut the notch for the V. I'm now also going to trim down that line just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's a nice thing about doing these really thick black lines. I don't know how well you can see that I've cut those out down the lines. Now we're going to take a black marker and edge this flower. Oh, am I a mess? Okay, so we're going to just take the marker and run it along the edge. That one kind of went off the beaten track, but that's just fine. Just a bit of flaw in the petals. Okay, so first things first, let's trim these extra bits off. Oh, scissors. Come on. Of course, I'm going to have to put something on the back because it's got greeblies on it. It's fine. And let's give it a couple of really, really big leaves. Like from this. See where we've got that yellow blobby stuff? Oh, wait. No, I can't use that. Can't use that. I don't think I did any other green. So you know what? We're going to make leaves out of this. Thanks, Jen. So let's fold that like this. It's going to cover up all that little line work that I just put in there, isn't it? I think those are a bit big. That's okay. It's okay. So we're going to take these two leaves now and we're going to fold them in half this way. Because we can. And we're going to cut a leaf like this. And like that. Oh! Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that at all. Okay. We're going to have to start here. That's okay. So what I'm hoping to do is have a stem and then leaves gradually getting bigger going down the leaf. Does that make sense? So we've got the stem, leaf. Because I don't draw anything, you know how that works for me. Leaf. That's a little flat. It's okay. Bigger leaf. Of course, you can always do this with triangles as well. So I've got this weird little leaf thing. I'll show you. See those weird little leaf things? I've got these two real little ones. I can use them all. Come on. Okay, so we're going to put one here. And one there. What do you think? Yes, no? Okay. We're going to take this one and we're going to put some glue at the back or the front of this leaf and stick it onto the petal. I'm going to do the same with, I guess I probably should do it this way. Make sure, put the leaves down first, Kim. Oh. Don't know why I can't figure this out today, guys. The brain is not computing the way I would like it to. So yeah, I made collage fodder, and look, I'm using it right away. Which is kind of nice because I'm not really thinking, I'm just doing, right? It's always nice. Really? Are you stuck on there? You got to come off of there. Then I got these little ones that I'm going to put. Just like this. Maybe. Kind of want them together. There. Uh-oh. Keep breaking things. Keep breaking things. Trim this leaf off because it's hanging over the side. Do you think the center of that flower needs to be a little bit darker yet? Sorry about the hands. It's very distracting. A little bit darker? Okay, let's take a red. Orange. Red. It's red. It's orange. Doesn't matter. Just needs to be darker, right? The very, very center. And I think that the outer edge needs to be a little bit deeper yellow. And then, of course, I'm going to outline everything with the gel pen. And oh, glue wasn't dry. Careful. Ripped that petal. I seem to be in a hurry. Why am I in a hurry? Get the center some dots. And you know what? Maybe let's just go right along the outside of the petals, at the very edge of the petals with the white gel pen. Gel pen doesn't necessarily like to write on. Okay, I'm going to have to do that with ink instead of a gel pen. Pencil crayon. Gel pens don't like to go over pencil crayon very good. Too much coffee could be. I've been up since 6, so I had quite a bit of coffee because I'll make a pot, and then of course Ron and I split it, but he didn't get up until 9ish. So yeah, I probably drank the majority of the pot. Well, okay, I did drink the majority of the pot. I admit it. Definitely, probably too much coffee today. I admit it. Too much coffee. I kind of like it. I think it needs a little bit of lightening right at the very bits of the... I have a white Crayola. Here it is. Right in here, I think it just needs a bit of highlight. So the petals look like they're going like this. Oh yeah, much better. Much, much better. Thanks, guys. Now I think I need to add just a little bit of gray to that. Oh, you know, I keep saying I'm going to go through these pencil crayons and get rid of the ones that are not. Okay. Colored pencils don't work really good on glossy paper. What am I going to do? Let's take... I've got this white over here. I'm just going to add a little drop of black. Just need a gray. Need a gray. So I'm going to get the brush wet, put some water down, touch the black, add the white. So it's a very, very thin gray. Now I'm just going to go along where the leaves are behind the flower. for the shadowing. You know what? Maybe I'm just going to go right around the whole flower, the bottom part of the flower, so that it looks to be in shadow. Needs just a little bit more black. Just so it looks like this flower is actually over the leaves. It's really popping out. Thin line, very thin line. Do you see the shadow? Does it work? You know, every time I look at it on camera, I say, oh, I got to do that. I just want a very, very thin line of white across the very top of the flower petals. I said I was going to do it in ink. I can just paint. Okay, going for coffee? Okay. I'm going to put it against the white thing so my hands aren't detracting from it. Trying to get it so that you guys can see it nice and clear. Now I think I want to add a little bit of highlight to the leaves. Whoa, let's not have a really big mess here. So now I'm going to take a thin little bit of white, fine line of white, and I'm just going to put them on top of the leaves. Oh yeah, I'm liking that better. I'm liking that better. Much better. Let's see, let's turn this light off again. Find you guys can see it better without that light. All right, so I've got one ATC done out of the collage fodder that we made today. And I used up bits that I had chopped up, I don't know how many years ago. One ATC done, yay! Let's do another one. Do we have time for another one? Do you guys have time for another one? Look, I've got a really ugly background here. So let's take this. And I want a piece of the circle, but I only want a quarter of the circle so I can see it from the back. So I'm going to cut a line there to the center. There to the center. Get this piece off. Well, maybe I should have put it so that it's right to the edge. Okay, Jan, enjoy your time with Fiona. So I took a piece of the part that would be put on the CD. It's an interesting piece. Now I think it needs, what does it need? It needs, I've got an idea. I just have to find if I've got anything out. Okay, I've got this red. Oh, but then it's going to be green and red. Well, it's already got red. I really don't like green and red together. I'm just going to cut out this red printing, this red text, and I'm going to try and cut it kind of straight. I know, I hear you laughing. I hear you laughing. I get it. I really do get it. I'm going to put it here. Except that that's where you can see the really metallic-y blue. But there's some there. I can always come back with more. I'm going to put this across here. We're just winging this one. Hey, Susan, welcome, welcome. We're just playing with some collage fodder that I made today. And I'm putting it on ATCs. Okay, so the original ATC had red and yellow. I used that piece of green that from the CD sticker thing. Label. Took a piece of red that has text underneath. Now I need some sort of focal point. Ideas for a focal point, anyone? What about, let's put some black polka dots on. Asian feel? Oh, well, let me just go and grab this box of Kimbits. I've got an idea. Thank you for throwing that out there. I have, where would it be? Under here, maybe? See, I put labels on this stuff and I still can't find what I'm looking for. At least I know what I'm looking for. It's not under there. Maybe this. Look. I did. Whoa, did you just go in my paint? You did too. I don't want that paint there. I do not want that paint there. I've got paint there. Okay, I've got paint there. I got this stuff. Something like this, Anne? Oh, flowers. No. More flowers. What are your flowers doing in there? Something like this? What about one on the yellow because it's got that bit of the yellow background? Okay, let's get this other stuff out of my hand. Something like that? Okay, now we just have to decide which one. I guess it really doesn't matter which one, right? And do we want it torn? Welcome, welcome, Susan. Do we want it torn or do we want it cut? Let's put lights on again. Come on. Yes, my desk is usually this messy, Susan. Welcome here. Cut. This one? Would any of these? Does it matter? What if we use... Okay. We'll try this one. Oh, what about if I went around it like a frame on the paper with black gel pen, like this. Do a couple of lines of that. Like that. Focus. Come on. What's it not picking up on here? There we go. What about if I put it there? Or there? Bottom or top? Something. Either one? Kind of like it here, and that way we could do something across the top. Okay, I'm going to put that there. Maybe I should outline it with black first. Let's do this. Quickly, one line, gel pen. These that are down already. We'll edge this one. Oh. What about, just for the heck, oh no, I can't do that because my gel pen is not, it runs in water. Quick glue. Oh, I'm not on screen. Sorry, guys. I had planned on coming down here much earlier than I did so that I could get my desk cleaned. That didn't work for me. Like that. Now we need something across the top. What about like 3 white circles? Or polka dots? Or, see, I've got this white along the edge. Let's edge this in white. Let's edge this card in white. Let's take a brush. Give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec. I'm going to take this brush, this brush, this brush. Oh. A little bit of water, some white. And we're going to edge it in white. To make it look like it's supposed to be like that, even though this was obviously the edge of a gel print that I didn't trim down. It's going to add a different look to it for sure. You answer me out loud? I love it. Doesn't that look better with the white? Now, what happens if I take the black? Somebody told me once before, do a double edging. So let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, baby. It's going to need to dry for a little while because this is wet paint. Now, if I'd have had brains, I probably should have used a red instead of the gray. But the gray makes it look grungier. So now I'm thinking maybe I just want one strip of something across the top. Do I look for... Okay, let's put this over here for now. It's got to dry. Do I look for one of these? Nope. This is, I'm looking for one of the thin strips that go on the side of the CD case. Okay, there's that. It would be over here. One of these. Across the top. I can't see where I am. One of those across the top, do you think? Okay. Onto the desk. Just smeared it like crazy. Get off of there. I think from this side, just take a little piece like this. And then a piece like that. I like it. Fills up the top. Round the corners maybe. I will need to do that when it's dry because they're pretty well. No, I don't. They're wet. Oh, that made a big mess. That was way wet. I can fix that when I glue it onto a backing. Of course, I will outline those green things I just did in black as well. And I think I would like one green circle down at the bottom here. But I think I would have to use a hole punch and punch it out. Um, let's see. Let's see if I can do that. I want this one. Nope. Well, let's see what we get with this one. I could punch it there. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna like it. I'm going to take this. See if I can mop up some of this just a little bit. Dry this corner off. Just so that I can put this down. There we go. There we go. You know I am not a minimalist, guys. You know. More, add more. I'm having difficulty getting this separated from the backing. The problem with using sticker paper, I guess I could probably just glue it down the way it is. Might be a little thick. Oi, I have no fingernails. That's the biggest trouble, I think. There we go. Maybe I should. Kind of like it at this corner more. Okay, that corner. It's stuck down. We're outlining this stuff, and we're going to call this one done too. Because that's just the way it's going to be. Just the way it is going to be. I appreciate you guys being here and putting up with my, should we do this? No, I'm going to do that. I'm not paying any attention to you guys today, and that's rude of me. There. I'm going to call this one done too. Agreed? Done. That's two done. I need one more for the swap. I have a brilliant orange, like a sunset. You know, I could paint that like a sunset. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's make this a sunset kind of thing. Let's use some of this. And I'm going to take this flathead brush, dip it in white and dip it in that blue. You know me, double dipper. I'm a double dipper. Oh, don't want that big blob point. Can you see what I'm doing? No, I will show you right away. Blue and white, stroke side to side, leaving some of the orange showing. Need just a little bit of yellow for sun. I know that it's more orange than yellow as a rule, but because the background is so orange, I'm doing yellow. So now I need just a little bit more white for where the sun is reflecting on the water. Well, it would help if you got it in a straight line. So now I'm going to need a bit of blue sky up above. And it's got to be a little bit darker. Oh, don't touch your blue. You did touch your blue paint to that flower. You know, don't flop around with your paintbrushes. So we're going to take that blue and this blue and that blue. Some white. And now I'm going to take a little bit of yellow and some white. Just some highlight kind of stuff in the sky. Definitely need more yellow in the sun. Sorry guys, I'm narrating and I'm not really showing you what I'm doing. Give me a second and I will show you. Just bear with me a sec. All right. All right. All right. So we got this happening. Must have something on my mouse. I'm not seeing this. There we go. Don't flop around with your paintbrushes. Yes, yes, yes. Very true. Now I'm going to take this here burnt umber. This here burnt umber. You know, I really do need to do something with this. Let's take this stuff and put it away. I have a bin under my desk for my paint. Oop, hit the floor. Just trying to make some room. Because seriously. Okay, now what I would like to do is nice thin line across the horizon. We're going to do some little trees. Like this. I don't know how well you can see. Should I have done this up on the stool, guys? Would you like me to do this standing up so you can see what the heck I'm doing? We're going to do a thicker line across the bottom here. And where's my really nice fine? Oh, that was thick. I'm working on it. Hang on, hang on. I'll call this done. From Asia to the beach. Is it clear? Not focusing. Focus. There we go. I'm hoping. Can always hope. All right. So much for making the cannon fodder. Oh goodness. Collage fodder today because, well, I used some of it. This, we're way off on some other tangent here. I don't know. I appreciate you guys for being here. I really, really do. It's always lovely to have you. I'm glad that you put up with my ramblings of I need to do this, this, and this, and then I didn't do it. And not only did I not do what I had hoped to get done today, I didn't even use what I did do today because, you know, that's. But I do have some lovely painty papers. I'm looking forward to using this stuff on ATCs, on other things. As I say, I'm going to try and scan these ones into the computer and see how they turn out. But this is going to be for florals as well. I really, really do like the way they turned out. And so these are the ATCs that we did. Because I have another one. Because I need to do them for the swap. And because I appreciate you guys being here when I play. Thanks, Belinda. Oh, Belinda, there's something in the mail coming for you. I'm hoping it's going to reach you. I sent it yesterday, day before, somewhere just this week. So it's going to be a while, a couple of weeks, hopefully. So thank you guys all for being here. I really, really appreciate that you came to play with me today. I don't know that I taught you anything, but I sure appreciated the company. And I always appreciate your input, of course. I don't know if this is supposed to be this way or this way. What do you think? Which side's up? I don't have your address. You can PM private message it to me, Susan. I love sending out happy mail. Oh, this is up? And is this up? Oh, these ones actually have to go out in my swap. But I do have a couple of hundred sitting behind me. Okay, this is up. All right. Circle to the bottom. Thank you guys for being here, tolerating my big mess. It will be cleaned up for Sunday. I'm going to work on that right now. I won't have as mucky hands on Sunday. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for your thumbs up. Thanks for all your support. Thank you, everybody who's been watching in the balcony. Anybody who watches replays, thank you very much. Always open for suggestions for what you would like to see me do. Yeah. Suggestion for Sunday would be good, ladies. We could call it Suggestive Sunday. Anyway, any ideas for Sunday? PM me, guys. And we'll think of something. I appreciate you being here too, Belinda. I really, really do. Anne actually got to sit and visit, as busy as she is. And Susan, welcome to this crazy group. Sherry, if you're still here, I'm glad you got your envelope. And yeah, okay. Hugs to you all. PM me if you've got an idea of what we should do on Sunday. Like I say, suggestive Sunday is always. I'm always looking for ideas, guys. Always. I gotta let you go because now I've seen something else over there that I want to do. Hugs to you all. Take care. Kim in the rabbit holes. Bye now.